There's no chilling time and no rolling involved with these small batch lemon sugar cookies. They are like sunshine in a cookie. They are full of amazing lemon flavor and then topped with the perfect lemon buttercream. When my daughter tasted one, she said they tasted just like a lemon bar. Now, if you're looking for a good lemon bar recipe, I have one of those too in small batch form, and you can find that up there. Now, these lemon sugar cookies are a thin sugar cookie. They are crispy on the edges and chewy in the middle, just the way I personally love them. And did I mention they have an amazing lemon buttercream on them? All right, for our cookies, you are gonna need 1/4 cup, 4 tablespoons of softened, I'm using salted butter. If you're gonna use unsalted butter, just add in an extra pinch of salt. And we're gonna add in 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. We're gonna use the zest of 1 lemon, and I've got my little microplaner here. And you're just gonna take off that top bright yellow coating on the lemon. Don't go down into the white part, because then that gets bitter. And so this is gonna be probably about a teaspoon, give or take, but I just use 1 lemon. All right, and then I'm gonna add in a pinch of salt, and we're gonna use a teaspoon of lemon juice. And I'm gonna eyeball it here. Then I'm gonna grab my hand mixer, and we're gonna cream all of this together. It's gonna smell amazing because all of that zest and the juice, the aroma from that is so good. All right, you want to get that nice and light and fluffy. When I use my little hand mixer, I like to put a towel underneath my bowl because it stops my bowl from kind of dancing around on the counter. A stand mixer really isn't the best thing to use for these smaller batch recipes because there's just not enough ingredients to get down in there and get it mixed up right. So if you don't have a hand mixer like this, just mix it together by hand. Then we're gonna add in some egg, and we're only gonna use 2 tablespoons of egg. So I've taken an egg and I've beaten it up, and I'm just gonna measure out 2 tablespoons. If you add in the whole egg, your cookies are gonna taste way too eggy. There are about 4 tablespoons of egg in it if you beat up an egg. So we're using half of it. The other half, go ahead and save, and make sure you try one of those giant cookie recipes I have here on YouTube. They are so fun and so delicious. And then we're gonna just mix that egg in real quick. All right, and then we are ready for our dry ingredients. And I am using 1/2 cup. I prefer unbleached all-purpose flour. If you need to make these gluten-free, a cup for cup gluten-free flour should work. And then I am using 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. All right, and that's it. That's all our ingredients for the cookies. Mix that up. Because you don't want to over mix your cookie batter because that'll give you a tough cookie. So you want to just mix it till all the dry ingredients are incorporated and that dough kind of comes together. Now we're ready to put them into the oven. I have just lined my baking sheet with some parchment paper. You can just give it a light spray with some nonstick baking spray too. And I'm gonna use my cookie scoop. This cookie scoop is a 2 tablespoon cookie scoop. And with this particular size, you know, most of my small batch cookie recipes make 4 cookies. Well, you get a bonus cookie with this one. This one actually makes 5. So you could make them a little bit bigger and only make 4, but hey. You're gonna be glad that there's an extra cookie once you taste these lemon sugar cookies. All right, and then we are gonna put them into our oven's at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're gonna bake them. It's gonna depend on your oven, so go ahead and watch them, but about 9-10 minutes. You want them just to start to turn golden brown around the edges. You don't want them to get overly brown because they are a thinner cookie to keep them chewy in the middle. It's better to actually maybe slightly undercook them than overcook them. So just kind of watch them starting at about the 8-minute mark. All right, now we are ready for the buttercream. This is my favorite part of a sugar cookie. And did I mention this is an amazing lemon buttercream? We're gonna start with 2 tablespoons of softened salted butter. I'm adding in a very healthy 1/2 cup of powdered sugar because I like a lot of frosting on my cookies. So if you don't like a lot of frosting, just put in 1/2 cup. And then we're gonna put in about a tablespoon or so of lemon juice, just enough to get the right consistency, a nice spreading consistency in our frosting. All right, and then we're just gonna mix this up till we have a nice smooth, creamy frosting. Now, if you find your frosting is too thick, go ahead and add a little bit more lemon juice in, and if it's too runny, add some more powdered sugar in. Okay, I have a little trick to share with you today. Now, I just pulled my cookies out of the oven, and as you can see, they're not perfectly circles. Some of them have spread a little bit, but I kind of like my cookies to be nice and uniform around, so I'm gonna show you a quick little trick. Just take a cup. I'm just using an old cup we got at a ball game. It needs to be bigger than your cookie. Then you're gonna set it over the top of your cookie, and then just rotate, here we go, rotate the cup. Just like that. And you end up, now you need to do this, of course, while the cookies are warm. Now on this particular cookie, it has spread a little bit much, so it's wider than my cup. So I'm just gonna take my spatula and push the edges of the cookie in a little bit. Then put it over the top. And there we go. We have nice round, pretty cookies. Okay, after those cookies have come out of the oven, you're gonna wanna let them cool completely before we frost them. And then we're just gonna, I like to use, let me show you here, an offset spatula to frost my cookies and cakes with. Makes it just easier than a regular knife will work too. And remember, these are kind of not fragile, but they are a thinner cookie, so don't, be a little gentle while you're frosting them. And then just go ahead and add your frosting, and they are so delicious. Now, if you're feeling kind of fancy, go ahead and you can grate a little bit more lemon zest and sprinkle it on top so it gives it even more yummy lemon flavor. But you can see I only have 4 cookies here. The recipe does make 5, but somebody must have eaten one. I don't know. But I hope you will, hope you will enjoy these yummy lemon sugar cookies in small batch form. Now, if there is a recipe you would like to see in small batch form here on YouTube, I would love to know what it is. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, and I'll see if I can't get to work on it. So thanks for joining me in the kitchen today. Hope you enjoy these lemon sugar cookies, and I'll see you in the next video.